know, uh, but yeah, so it's whatever.
I asked Brad about it. He said he didn't think, like you, he didn't think it gave any like real benefit, but it probably made someone feel better. And I asked, is feeling better more important than
Sure, yeah. I mean, I answered this. I mean, I didn't see it media day, but I answered a lot that like I think everybody assumes that I just think about the Indy 500 every minute that I'm awake, but I don't. Like, I'm
When do you start to get ready for it?
probably a couple days before the open test, and then really I just think my brain, like I've raced so much and I'm so busy all the time. Like it's hard. It is really hard for me to like look way out into the future. Like this all I'm caring about is Vegas right now, and then next week I'll care about Phoenix and so on. So yeah, basically.
Yeah, how excited are you to get past the kind of uncertainty of two consecutive super speedways and on the tracks that you've been extremely successful?
Yeah, I think we're all excited just kind of see where we all stack up to the field. So yeah, it's good to get here to Vegas. Hopefully have a good practice and have a good weekend, and you'll be as strong as we were last year.
Happy for Rajah last night?
Oh yeah, super happy. That was really cool. He's had a really good start to the season. He had a lot of moments last year where you had some good runs, and then you had to get a win early in the year and all that, especially with Hendrick cars. Yo.com on his truck for the full season. It's special, for Rick to support him like that, and for him to go get the pole, get a win, was really cool. So yeah, super happy for him. Yeah, I get to work out in the gym with him, and he's like just such a good guy and works really, really hard too. Like I remember at Bristol last year, this was like this time, like leading into practice, and I always go to the bathroom downstairs, and he was down there in the little cafeteria like watching the replay from the truck race the night before, like had his notebook doing notes. I'm like, what are you doing? But I just thought that work ethic was really cool. So been a fan of his for a long time.
Mistake free last night. I think that was the biggest thing
Yeah.
that people saw from him.
Yeah, I mean, that's, I think, a very important piece of NASCAR racing is just executing and letting the others, make mistakes and capitalize on it, and that's, what he did.
Kyle, as a race car driver with all the conditions out here, you as a race car driver, what do you do mentally and physically to prepare for something like what you're going to go through today? Wind's going to be this for practice qualifying, and then tomorrow a whole different ball game. What does a race car driver have to go through mentally and physically to prepare, sir?
I don't know. Nothing out of the ordinary, whether there's wind or 0 mile per hour wind. You're just going out there trying to feel your car and go as fast as it'll let you go. So for me, no different. Obviously, the wind is more on your mind of like what direction it's going and how that affects the balance. But we're all dealing with the same conditions, so I try not to overthink the wind. If anything.
That was the biggest thing, not physically, but mentally controlling with the wind and everything blowing the car around and you around.
Yeah, I don't think it'll blow us around that much.
So much information from Chevy, just data. How do you decide what to go through or what's important or what to prioritize when you're getting that much?
Well, for me, I mean, I don't get like an email or anything. Most of my data, I mean, I'm sure it probably funnels through Chevy to Hendrick, but we do our own like meetings for the 5 teams. So yeah, every week it's kind of routine. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of data to look at and all that, and I don't know, more data, honestly, the better. Like, I'm not getting into the data of obviously the car and stuff, but your driver stuff, that's kind of what I get into and what I feel like impacts me the most. But no, it's good. It's good to have all those resources. It's they're growing too. The GM Performance Center there, it's growing. So there's more and more smart people coming in, and I think you see the results of that on the racetrack too. So all the teammates between the key partners, Hendrick, RCR, Trackhouse, all work really well together too, and we all have meetings. Like there's more meetings, I guess, more communication really, which is good.
Capture memories with Pawfolio, the ultimate digital pet card experience. Customize, download, and share in 3D magic. Celebrate the joy, milestones, and memories with frames that bring your pet's world to life. Pawfolio, where love thrives in pixels. Explore now at pawfolio.com, because every pet deserves a spotlight.
This is Harrison Burton, driver the number 21. Make sure to hit that subscribe button. Also, check out one of these two videos beside me. Visit frontstretch.com for more racing content.